next topic, man. We got TCal's we got TCal's top five power rankings, bro. So TCal, I'm gonna let you take it.
Hey
Pause.
man, huh? Nigga said pause. But hey man, this is my top five list, man. You feel me? After week two, cheers. You know this is the best list of all the land, man. The most accurate list, most efficient list. I mean, uh, what can I say? It's the check the stack CEO in this bit, man. Start off with my number five team in the NFL, man. I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay really improved. They showed me something with defeating Detroit this weekend. I mean, in a I guess that was a nail biter. I mean, it was a lot of. I guess it's safe to say that the league is kind of they're off to a very slow start. Teams aren't executing their offenses at a high level. There's a lot of mistakes in that game, but nevertheless, Baker Mayfield found a way to escape with a dub. So, I mean, kudos to him. I mean, I guess we can say that was the better quarterback out of the two, and Tampa Bay will be a livable threat this year in the NFC. And safe to say, I think that they realistically going to win that division. Moving on to my fourth team, man, I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs didn't look good at all whatsoever.
Are we doing? Hold on. Are we doing these rankings based off the week? Like we're doing it week to week?
Yeah. So
Okay.
my overall, what I would say, but Chiefs
Okay.
don't look good whatsoever. I mean they're mainly up there because I think the reputation of the Kansas City Chiefs alone. I mean, you can't really disrespect them, especially them being one of the only teams still remaining that's undefeated. You can't not have them up there. And despite what we think about them not being obviously normal Kansas City sales, I mean 2-0 is 2-0. The defense looked really good. The offense looked really bad. So hopefully they can clean it up. But I mean, Kansas City has played two tough opponents. Gotta give them a little kudos to that. Bengals are an 0-2 team, but they are probably one of the best 0-2 teams in the league. And then they play the Ravens for, I mean, what it's worth. The Ravens gonna be fighting for a wild card spot at the end of the year. So I there's no argument about the Chiefs. I don't think anybody should have an argument. Number three, I got the Buffalo Bills, man. They going into Thursday night football with the eyes of the world watching them, and they just put the beat down on them. I mean, defensively, offensively, I mean, Josh Allen literally didn't have to do too much. I mean, he threw for 130 yards. I mean, he pretty much was playing cruise control while he let the running backs do what it do. Let the defense get them very short fields to allow them to capitalize off of their mistakes. And unfortunately, Tua went out praying for his injury, and hopefully he comes back well and healthy. And if he decides to come back, please wear the guardian cap on the top of your head. It's not worth it to go out there like a normal civilian. You have multiple head injuries, which can result to the word that we don't like to use on here, but CTE. We pray that that you do what's right by you and your family, but the Bills, I mean, they look to say that they lost all their playmakers, to say that they're pretty much they're supposed to be counted out. They're 2-0. They look very impressive this week. I wouldn't say last week, but I think it's a sight for things to come. Moving on to my second team, man. I got my Houston Texans. Houston, I mean, we can say what we want. We're one of the only 2-0 teams remaining in the NFL. Our defense looks electric, and we don't have all our pieces back yet. Offense still looks a little shaky, but nevertheless, every team in the league, for the exception of my number one team, looks shaky on the offensive end. They're not executing their game plan to the T like they planned it. CJ Stroud is, I mean, without a question, a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. We can debate that another day, but defense looks like a top 3 unit in the league and really being nice for them a 3. Offense, once they get the weapons going and stuff, they may be able to move up a little higher on the list, but they're not number one. Number one team, man. I never thought I'd see the day when I would ever say this in 2024, but I got the New Orleans Saints, man. I mean, 91 points in the first 2 weeks is just incredible. And despite what you want to say, that they look like the best overall team from top to bottom in the NFL. I mean, Kamara looks like 2019 Christmas game Kamara all over again. I mean, his balance off of those tackles is just insane. Derek Carr, Derek Carr looking like an MVP candidate, man. I mean, the play action is still alive. Imagine just having an offensive coordinator to put a quarterback in a system where it verifies his strengths, the quarterback's strengths, and I mean, Lord have mercy. I mean, Derek Carr looked like freaking. I wouldn't know who he looked like. He looked too damn good. But New Orleans Saints 1, Texans 2, Bills 3, Chiefs 4, Bucks 5. What y'all think?
I like the list. I don't have.
I like it.
Based on the week that each team has had. I don't. You won't hear an argument from me on that
one. The fact that you said it's week to week, now it makes more sense. I mean, I did mine just off of power rankings, but same team, just different order.
And what was your order?
Since I based it off of last week too, I went with respect to the Chiefs at 1. I put us at 2. I put the Bills at 3. I put the Saints 4 and Bucks 5.
Nah. See, nah. You can't do that. Nah, the Chiefs, we can give them respect and kudos or whatever, but the way they look, you can't leave them at number 1. And there's no disrespect towards the Chiefs. It's just being honest. Like that's kind of like the Celtics. Like when they were playing bad at a certain point of time, it's like shoot, the Knicks are better. The Celtics are better than the Knicks, even though the Knicks are playing better ball than them at the time. It's like you can't really, you got to be fair. So the Chiefs for me are good at 4. For my personal opinion. Mario, what was your list?
I didn't even make a list. I just. but I will be honest and say that those. I will be honest and say that those teams that y'all named were most definitely like, okay, that's what I'm saying, that's good. They up there in that list for sure. That was a good list, T. You too, Charles. So.
All right, man. You guys.
Who's better?
A lot of Chiefs at number 1 is a little
insane.
Strange. Because I ain't seen nothing crazy. I ain't seen nothing like crazy from like the Saints. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't expect that shit. But they both good lists though. They go pretty good list.
I didn't ask which one was good. I said which one was good.
Which one was better? I would say top of the list is better because I ain't gonna lie. Chiefs at 1 is like
insane. Yeah, they're not the best team.
Nah.